What's up?
I'm good. What's up with you?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, 6 months.
Yeah, I guess it has been about that long. What you been doing since been gone on the streets?
I've been cooking mostly, working. Been back in New York, doing a lot of summer cooking. Yeah, and been back on the road for a couple weeks. Started up in New England, back in New Orleans.
You had some troubles with the van at all?
Yeah, I had some mechanical issues
A little bit.
last year going back to New York. Yeah, ended up leaving her in Tennessee for a little bit and then flatbedded it back to New York to my genius of a mechanic.
Yeah. What all
now.
was wrong with it? What all did, or well, what all did you get fixed, I guess?
Well, I was having a lot of fuel pump, fuel tank issues, so we replaced the fuel tank and most of the fuel lines, and then I also got a new exhaust system, new wheels, new tires, new brakes, got some interior work done, so there's a new canvas and a new floor. Yeah. a lot of stuff was done.
Okay, so the last time we did the video, a lot of people wanted to like kind of see more of the van. Mm-hmm. So I guess you can show us around a little bit more this time for the viewers out there, this famous road tripper. So
this is the most essential part of the van for me, is the kitchen. 2-burner stove, and the sink is in here. There's a propane tank that holds 3 pounds of propane, and that lasts quite a bit. So water pump, there's a little drain that goes outside. It's just a little storage area. Another storage area in here where I keep most of like the cleaning stuff, and my art supplies are in there, some candles, things like that. This used to be the refrigerator when I bought the car. It still had the original refrigerator in it, but the amount of space that's in it and how much space it actually takes was not worth it. I still needed to get a cooler, so I just pulled that refrigerator out this summer, or this fall actually, and made it into my pantry. All the food is in the bottom, and then I have all the pots and utensils and dishes at the top. It's kind of always a bit of a mess, but I make it work. This part, well, the table come out. So over here I have some of my clothing, mostly like shirts and things like that. Everything that needs to be hanged is up here. Oh, great. So this table swings out. Sometimes I use it to eat my dinner on it, but for the most part it's just a shelf over here. My clothes are between here, where I keep most of my shirts and things like that. Everything that needs to be hanged is in this wardrobe over here. It goes pretty deep down, so there's a lot that fits in there. Toiletries and everything to do with that I keep in here. A little flask of whiskey, just for a cold rainy day. For nighttime inspiration, I have a whole lot of art printed up and tucked up here on the ceiling, which I really like to just lay down and look at. In general, there's a lot of art in the van. Some of it made by good friends, and some are friends to be, but I really enjoy keeping the space beautiful and full of creative inspirations. As far as the bed goes, there's 2 beds in here. So this pulls out to be a bed with a back. So there's a cushion in here, and then this is actually a memory foam mattress that fits both here and up top. So whenever I go to sleep, I take everything out, I pull the mattress out, and I either sleep down here or up top. Depends on the weather. There's better air circulation and it's colder at the top. So in warm climates, I usually sleep up here. bookshelf is in here. It's where I keep the Bentley manual, some food books, and a whole lot of other books in there. Over here is my lingerie section. So
Ooh.
my underwear in here, my socks, and you know, some other important things.
Yeah.
Towels and things like that. Smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector. That's super important, especially nights that are cold and I use a propane heater. And then of course, the most important part in every woman's house is the shoe department.
You got your buddy heater.
I got my buddy heater, I got some jumper cables, and a whole lot of shoes.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, so another new improvement is this beautiful fake wood floor that I'm very proud of. It took the good part of an hour, but that's about it. It was super cheap and easy to install, and it looks beautiful. It makes me feel oh sorry, I'm sitting like a bloke again. Let me transform to a lady. I love this floor. I mean, there was some ugly linoleum stuff on it that's been there for 30 years and it was breaking and peeling and all that. This just make it feel so much better. And this is also a new addition to the family. This giant Yeti that I love. That's replacing my refrigerator. Good amount of space in there, so.
And it really works like they say that it does?
Yeah, I mean, if you just put your hand in it.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
like really cold.
Yeah, you
How
open it
long
up
do you
and
put ice in there?
It depends. Like when I was in the colder weather now up north, I had ice there for at least 6-7 days, I would say.
Oh.
Right now, the bag of ice that's in there is probably 3 or 4 days old. 3 years old ice, you know.
Yeah, whatever.
3 or 4 days old.
There you go.
And there's I just bought some rock salt to try to make it colder. Ice cream salt. We'll see how that goes.
All right.
You can obviously see the captain seats. They rotate all the way around so you can sit facing back. And there's a second table over here for whenever needed.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
And you have the automatic.
I have an automatic manual, a little ashtray garden.
That's awesome. That's really neat.
Yeah, we have a spineless cactus in here. Spineless cactus, redwood sprout from the redwood forest in California, and a little New Orleans swamp plant in here.
It's very cool.
Trying to grow the biggest organism in the world in my ashtray.
There you go.
We'll see how that goes. And if I ever have guests, they can sleep in the top bunk. Simple.
That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah.
So, a really good tip for small spaces, in my opinion, is to use pillowcases as storage space for blankets. So in here I have my warm weather blanket all folded up, and when not in use I use it either for my meditation pillow or just to, like, you know, hang out with. But mostly I really like it as a meditation pillow. And here in this big one I have my down feather winter blanket, not folded so nicely as this one, but it's also unnecessary since it stuffs it up. And this one is also really comfortable for when the bed is down, to just kind of lay back and read a book. Yeah, so, you know, just a little tip for anyone who's considering van life.
Van life. All right.
I guess
Awesome.
small spaces in general. You know, we don't need so much space, so
Yeah.
people can live in smaller spaces and make use of things, dual purposes.
So do you how do you get your power? That's another one that we missed.
This outlet is actually only functional when I plug the van to
Shore power.
Yeah. There's a cord in here that pulls out, and this is an extension cord. But there's this big, thick black cord that pulls out of the van about 10 feet, and I could plug it into an outlet, and that supplies power to these two outlets in here. And I have another second outlet inside the storage area that used to be for the refrigerator, but since I pulled it out, I can now use it for other things. Otherwise, all my lights, which is not that much, it's pretty much this light and my radio, work on an auxiliary battery that is located right here underneath the driver's seat. The main battery for the car is this thing over here under the passenger seat. So if I want to run anything off the grid right now, I have to keep starting my car and keeping my battery charged.
So you don't have any solar or anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely on the list. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about that a lot. There's different solutions and different ideas, but I would love to have solar panel, at the very least, to supply enough energy for my appliances or for like charging my computer and my phone and things like that. Run the radio and the lights off of, but sadly not yet. Haven't gotten there yet.
That's
it's
okay.
coming. It's on the list.
To build.
Got to take care of some rust holes and things like that first, but it's all a process.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Not planning on getting rid of her anytime soon. These are probably one of my favorite things about the van, are all the curtains. They all snap in place together to one another and to the edges. And so once you park at night, it makes so much difference. I mean, not just at night, obviously. Whenever you park, you can just close it, snap all of them to one another, and you have a complete seal of all the windows. So it's completely private. And
that's just what came with the car?
Yeah, that's just
all right.
How it is. Yeah, they're great.
Awesome. Any words of advice for the people out there again, or anything?
Any words of advice? Buy less stuff.
Same stuff, kind of.
Yeah, is that what I said last time? I mean, it's still what I believe in.
Right, nothing's really changed.
Yeah, buy less stuff, experience more, travel, be present in your life.
Yeah. Do stuff.
Yeah.
Just go do stuff.
There's no promises. This is all we have, so
give
it up.
That's the thing that a lot of people ask me. They're like, well, how did you wada or something, it's like, well, I just kind of started. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing, no secret. It's just start doing it. Start like trying to achieve your stuff.
Follow your heart, follow your dream.
Yeah.
Leap and the net will appear. It's one of my favorite quotes, just do it.
Right.
Things will work themselves out. You can plan and have, all these strategies and how to go about things, but at the end of the day, you just gotta do it and figure it out as you go.
Right.
There's no promises. You're gonna fail. There's gonna be hard moments, but
that's all right.
A matter of priorities and what you're gonna do. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Cool. Well, where are you going next?
Mexico.
Oh man.
Leaving tonight in the direction of Texas, and then within the next few days cross the border, head down to Oaxaca, Mexico.
Damn.
Spend some time there and come back in May.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll be here, maybe not.
I guess right now I'm exactly halfway between Massachusetts, where I started, and Oaxaca, which is the end point. So a quarter of the total trip completed, but there's still the way back.
Right.
But halfway there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck, my friend.
Thanks.
My traveling friend. From YouTube land out here in New Orleans to the world. Till next time, I guess. So, wish Hagar best of luck on all of her stuff. Check her out on social media.
Hagarita on Instagram.
Yeah, it'll be in the description again. and check out the other video if you haven't seen it. And if you have seen that and you're coming to this one, then sweet. See you guys.